Hey, water signs, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we are going to do your new moon and Aries reading. Keep in mind this is a general reading. It cannot possibly apply to every single person that's watching, but if you like a personal reading, the link is always in the description box below. This reading is a timeless reading, which means whenever you come across this reading, the message is meant for you, okay? In case you're new to the channel, welcome. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. For all of my new viewers, I am an intuitive reader. I read the traditional sense of the card, but more than anything, I'm going to give you guys the messages that I pick up intuitively. I always charge both of my decks on top of crystal organite pucks. In doing so, it charges, balances, and aligns the energy for your reading. I also charge both decks on top of your own personalized astrological sign card. So again, this reading is for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals. And as always, I hope everyone is doing well. Oh, look at that. At the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups, you guys' energy. Currently, there are no reversals in either one of my decks. So if we do pull any reversals after I finish shuffling, I'm going to accept them because I know that those messages are aligned with your energy. Now, when I was meditating over you guys' energy, I heard the song I Can Love You by Mary J. Blige featuring Little Kim, right? As always, I always leave all the links in the description box below. So go ahead, look in the description box. I'm going to leave a link to the song in case you don't know the song. I know for a fact that this is going to tie into your reading. It's interesting because when I heard the song, I literally heard that, there was a message that somebody is fighting for somebody's attention and they're trying to prove that whoever this new person is not better than them. And in one case, I got that it could be the water sign, but then in another sense, I got that it was another individual. You would know how this applies to your situation, but I feel like somebody may have recently just broken up, or this is a new situation where you're kind of just dating and there's not an actual like solid, you guys aren't in a solid committed relationship, and you guys are kind of having some type of open situation where you and this other person may still be dating, and somebody's like, let's cut this out right now. I just want it just to be me and you exclusively. So let's see how this applies to your situation. I'm going to hold the cards down and randomly part and see if we get the bottom of the deck. 10 of Cups. Like I said, somebody, and I'm going to tell you with this being the Cups, and it's not just because it's a Cups card, but I feel like it may be you or the signs. Some of you guys may be saying, and not so much to say like you need to prove yourself to someone, but I feel like you are having a communication with someone and you're letting this person know, like, look, I know that me and you have chemistry, and I know that me and you were very compatible. So if, either come with it and make an exclusive, make us exclusive, or I'm moving on to somebody else who is open to this home life, this solid, this stability, because I'm ready for my 10 of Cups. I feel like a lot of you guys are saying that. As we part the deck randomly so that we can shuffle the Sun card. This is beautiful energy. Some of you guys could be dealing with a fire sign, specifically Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals. I feel like for the longest, I started my channel in October of 2019. Literally, water signs and Leos and fire signs specifically, but Leo specifically, you guys have been, constantly doing this tango with each other for the longest. You guys it's a strong attraction, but more than anything, if it's not a fire sign, like I said, you guys want to have a future, a bright future with this person moving forward. You see the future with this person. This Sun card, that illuminates a light on every single thing, every aspect, right? And it's a new day. When the sun comes up the next day, or when the next day starts, it always starts with the sun, right? And even if it's clouds outside and it's dark and gloomy, you trust and know and believe, in order for the new day to start, the sun had to have come up. So every day presents a new day for something new, and you want something new and you want something solid. Also, the Sun card talks about, I'm hearing also healing. The Sun card is healing and renewal, right? You guys want something new, something healing with this individual. And there could have been some sneakiness and some deception, or somebody is being deceptive. And I'm going to tell you that because the Seven of Swords is definitely about somebody being sneaky and manipulative and deceptive. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. But look at it. I always say that with this particular card. Look how she's hesitant to grab that pentacle. She has a basket. She has absolutely no pentacles in it. There's a ladder there making it easily accessible for her to get any of these pentacles off this tree. She has no pentacles in her basket. And if you look at her, she looks very hesitant. She's not even touching this pentacle. She has her hand out, but she's hesitant about whether or not she wants to take this pentacle. And that ties into the song also, because I feel like a lot of, with the song, like I said, go ahead and listen to the song, okay? Because it definitely ties into this reading so far. Somebody is trying to show that they can be stable. Pentacle energy, right? Earth signs, stable. Somebody wants to show that they're a stable person and that they're a good option. But somebody feels like they're being, it's some sneakiness to it. It's something to it. Somebody feels like there's a catch. Either you or this other person, this interest. Somebody feels like it's a catch. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody feels like there's a catch to it. And you can't quite put your, oh wow, and you can't quite put your finger on it. You see how she had a hand like this to the pentacle, but she didn't grab it? It's like something about this person you can't quite put your finger on. Either you feel like this about a person or a person feels like this about you. You would definitely know how that applies. Look at that. Some of you guys could definitely be dealing with someone who has earth sign placements in their chart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And now you had a 7 of Swords in reverse, and you had a 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So at one point, you could have felt like somebody was juggling. Because, you know, the 2 of Pentacles upright, this is somebody who's juggling, needing to balance things out. One pentacle is higher than the other one, so something isn't balanced. Right? And I'm keep in mind also, this is a water sign reading, right? You see how the water is in the background? And I'm going to tell you to pay attention to this also. You have a dolphin right here, right? There's only one. So it's not a couple, it's not a pair. And I'm mentioning that because dolphins are rarely seen without a partner. So somebody could have felt like they were being left out in the cold while somebody was juggling and keeping their options open. And this also could be with this one dolphin right here. You know, somebody's peeking in. There's somebody behind the scenes. There's one person behind the scenes, which is why there's 2 people. You know, there's 2 pentacles. There's somebody's juggling 2 situations. And with the 7 of Swords coming up in reverse this time, it may have been found out. Because the 7 of Swords is somebody who really thinks, I'm going to hold up right so you can see the imagery. This person really feels like they're getting away with something. In reverse, no, you're not. This has been found out. So there may have, like I said, initially, there may have been some juggling or someone was keeping their options open. Again, you know, there's a decision in love. You have the Lover's card. This is the card of Gemini. So some of you guys could be dealing with a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or an air sign. But again, specifically Gemini. You just had the 7 of Swords. That's the air sign. Okay. So again, I'm going to say some of you guys could be dealing with an air sign. But also, if you're not dealing with someone who has Gemini placements, the Lover's card is about making a choice. Right. And then you had the 2 of Pentacles, making a choice, needing to make a choice, juggling, weighing their options. Even if this person isn't juggling, somebody's weighing their options. Again, somebody needs to make a choice. We're going to get 2 cards. One is going to be a general energy, and the second is going to be a possible outcome. And then we'll get a clarifier for both. And I never say in any of my videos, if this doesn't resonate with you, for you to look at your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So that was my disclaimer right there to say it. I have to remind myself to say that in videos because I have to, you know, often as a reader, you do it so often that you don't even think about it. You just assume that everyone who watches your videos knows to look at those placements. But there are a lot of people who are new to the journey of understanding tarot and things of that nature. So I have to remind myself to say that. Okay. Now nobody wants to talk. Okay. I want to say, what's going on here? The Hermit card. Somebody is going within. Now I'm also going to say this is some type of enlightenment, some type of wisdom. And the Hermit always gets the answers. When he seeks, he gets answers. And that's why the 7 of Swords was in reverse. Somebody may have found out some things. And that's why they were the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Because they were like, I don't... You found out some things that made you feel like you couldn't trust this person. You could also be dealing with someone with a Virgo placement because the Hermit in Tarot is Virgo. So you could be dealing with somebody with a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placement in their chart. You could have that placement. Okay. This came out sideways. So I'm going to put it upright. But we'll see once we get to clarify how this ties into this reading. You have the 9 of Swords. Sleepless nights. Somebody was definitely having sleepless nights, definitely in their head. May have been heartbroken because this is the Nine of Swords, but then you have 1, 2, 3 swords directly in the direction towards the heart chakra. Somebody was heartbroken at one point about, yeah. Somebody was heartbroken. They found out some things that caused them to have some heartbreak, and they had sleepless nights over it. Somebody did some digging and they found out. Ooh, okay. So also what I'm picking up intuitively right now with the song "I Can Love You," because it's coming back to me. I'm not trying to think about it, but if there was another party involved, I feel like you may not even really had to do some digging, because if you look at it, he has this lantern in his head. I feel like the information was brought to you. You may have had somebody, okay, because we just seen that Two of Pentacles, and remember I said the dolphin in the background. You may have had somebody bring the information to you. This other party, is third party, if there was a third party involved, that person may have given you some messages via text, because with the Seven of Swords, right, when we seen the Seven of Swords earlier, that's communication. Sword signs is about the messages and communication, verbal, mental, emotional, right? And with that Seven of Swords, you see how that Seven of Swords was sneaking off, like he was being deceptive. This may be another person behind the scenes who is telling the person, your love interest, I'm better than this person. They may be saying that they're better than you. Either water sign or the cross watching for the water sign. You may have a person who is going back, showing screenshots and texts, just basically being messy, because the Seven of Swords is messy. And this person is showing messages between you and them and things of that nature, and giving it, and giving this information to your love interest, because they're trying to push you out of the picture, because they feel like I can love you. They can love this person better than you, And once you got those messages, it left you with sleepless nights, heartbroken. That's the message that I'm picking up for that, most definitely. At the bottom of the deck, you have the World card. Everything came full circle. All the information came full circle, right? Also with the World card, this person, you or this person could be at a distance from one another. Or just, it feels like an emotional distance also. As we part the deck so that we can shuffle, yeah. You have the Ten of Pentacles, and if you look at it, look at this. From the World card, she's looking in the direction of the Ten of Pentacles. Also, what I want you to pay attention to, you have two people here, and then you got somebody right here over in the cut. All in their business, right? And look at that. You see how these dogs are right here, almost like they're barking, right? Because they're like, what are you doing right here? And I never get that with this card. But right now, like I said, there's somebody in the background creeping, lurking. Somebody being messy, and they're sending messages to your love interest, or they're sending messages to you. Yeah. You guys got somebody who is being shady. And that's why I got that song. And you, like I said, go ahead and listen to that song. It's tying into what I'm telling you right now. Somebody, and I hope I'm not making it confusing, because I can see how it could be. Somebody is trying to take your partner from you, or somebody's trying to take you from your partner. They're being messy. Somebody's sending messages to you or your partner, and they're trying to split you guys up, because they feel like they're the better option than you or your partner. That's what I'm getting. That's the message that I'm getting. Most definitely. Look at that. And then you have the Knight of Wands, and then you have the Queen of Cups. Again, we have more fire sign energy. So this person could be, again, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Leo, Sag, Aries. This is you. And you see how the Queen of Cups is facing, Queen, even if you're a male, this applies to you also. This is just imagery. You see how this Queen of Cups is facing in the direction of this fire sign? This Queen of Cups is looking. Like I said, you know what it is. So I feel like this is happening to you. I don't feel like you're the one who's doing it. I feel like this is happening to you. This other person, this sneaky person, could be a fire sign. This sneaky person could be a fire sign. You see how they're on that? Look at it. Look at his face. And we know that the Knight of Wands is the fastest moving knight in the deck. This person is hasty to go deliver that message. This person can't wait to go deliver that message and cause some type of chaos and calamity, huh? Wow. Yep. And at the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups came up in reverse. Because because I feel like the information that you found out was really hurtful. Look at that. I can't make this up. Look at that. What did I say? Yeah, the King of Cups. I'm sorry, the King of Wands. The Hermit is clarified by the King of Wands. And look at them, and they're facing each other. Excuse me. So like I said, you have a fire sign who is the problem starter. And I know that because look at it. This King of Wands is facing the Hermit card. And I'm telling you, this Hermit was the messenger. This fire sign was the person who was giving this information. Excuse me, let me get a sip of water. This fire sign person was giving the messages, most definitely. Ooh, okay, look at this. This is very clear. So you have the Nine of Wands, right? Sleepless nights after this messy fire sign person. And then look at it. Look at the face. Look at the face of this king. Messy. Looking mean and disgruntled and upset. And again, I said earlier, some of you guys could be dealing with a Leo. Look at the lions on chair, Leo energy, right? This could be a Leo, male, female. Again, you would know how this applies. Sleepless nights after this person, was giving these messages and just being messy. It's clarified by the Six of Pentacles. First of all, an imbalance, but look at this. This person is giving somebody crumbs, and this other person, this outside person is like, where's my crumbs? They're waiting their turn. There's one main, this is somebody who already has a connection because he's already making sure this person, even if it's just crumbs, this person is making sure that somebody has something to eat. They're giving something to one person. And this other person is like, what about me? Right? They're waiting for their turn. Look at that hand out. I'm telling you, there's somebody who's shady and they're interfering. They're interfering in the relationship. They're interfering in the situation. This is interference. And that's typically not what this card means. But in tarot, you always have to look at the cards that are aligned with it. And as the way it lays on the table, it's facing the direction of this Five of Wands. I'm sorry. This King of Wands. Again, this is further letting me know, right? That this is a fire sign. You guys have a fire sign who is trying to come in between you and a love interest. And they're being messy. They're going around giving messages, whether they're real or not, whether the messages are, falsified or just in some way hyped up for the negative. You went from the Seven of Swords, which we've seen in the pre-shuffle, and then you have the Nine of Swords, because that's the ramifications. That's the effect of that Seven of Swords, that sneaky behavior left you sleepless. And do you hear the sirens in the background? Just as I said that these sirens are going off in the background, that's even more clarification. You hear it? Just letting us know that we're on point with this message right here. Somebody's being messy. And even with those sirens, that's an alert. That's a message that, be mindful about your social media. Be mindful about who you talk to. Be mindful about your text messages. Also, keep in mind that today is like I said, this is a new moon in Aries. So you're going to you're going to get messages. You may even get these. You may even get these messages today. Because I'm saying that because look at the background, it's galaxy. And, that makes me think about the cosmos with the new moons and energy. Yeah, you may even get some messages today. And then you have a moon in her window right here in this picture. You may get some messages today, but you can also get, and I always tell you guys, 3 days before, during, and after a new or a full moon, you get very clear messages. And this Three of Swords is directly at her chest. So you may hear some things that may leave you in a little bit of distress 3 days after this new moon. You may have heard it 3 days before it also. Interesting, because I also said that 3, and then you have 1, 2, 3 pentacles right here. You see it right over this person's head. This person is getting the 3 pentacles is right over this one person's head. I feel like this is you guys' water sign. Okay, that 3 energy is right over you guys' head, which is letting me know that, you're being fed. And look at that, even the food. This person's being fed some bullshit probably. And I feel like this is you guys' energy. But I'm going to tell you also with this scale right over this other person's head, if this person is being messy, things are about to get balanced. They're going to get found out. Yep, this person's going to get found out, most definitely. Okay, so water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals. As always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, take care. Bye.